Hey guys, welcome back to Gamers Edition, and this is part 4 of building a gaming PC to flip. Okay, so if you guys remember from the last video, which was part 3, you'd remember that we installed an SSD. However, this SSD wasn't really an SSD, it was a 2.5-inch laptop hard drive. And because we had Zazu throwing this thing around thinking it was a solid state drive, he's messed up the arm and the disk inside of there. So we're going to be scrapping that and putting a brand new SSD in that we've got from Orbital. So this is the new SSD that we bought. This is actually an SSD too. It's a 128GB SSD that we're going to be installing in here for Windows, because we actually installed Windows on the hard drive that we have in here, and the loading times just suck. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be installing this today, setting up Windows, doing a few updates, and then we'll be getting the PC ready for the finale of the series where we flip it to earn a profit. Okay, so first things first, let's get this side panel off. Now on this case, this is by CIT guys. You have 4 of these with thumb screw things that tend to mess around because they take out the bolt for some reason sometimes. I don't know why they do that. Anyways, these are all off now. And I can actually show you guys this fake looking SSD. Well, it's not really fake guys, it's just that you might think it's an SSD, but it's not. I'll have to turn the camera upside down for you guys. There you are. Yeah, this thing's not an SSD guys, it's a hard drive. We know it's a hard drive because it says the 7mm here, and the SSD variant doesn't say that, it just says SSD there instead. Okay, so let's get to installing this Orbital SSD and then we'll be back. Okay, and we're now at the back of the PC where we're going to be removing this SSD so that we can get the new one in. Well, this isn't an SSD, but I'm just going to call it that for now. It's a 2.5-inch hard drive, so let's get this thing out. Okay, and we're back. So we got this rubbish thing taken out. Let's get to installing the Orbital SSD. So let's just have a quick unboxing. Designed to perform. Well, we'll see about that. And that's just pretty much it, it's just the SSD. Now if you guys live in the UK, this might not be a bad option, but I'll let you know once we've installed Windows. This actually cost me £17 on Amazon, so if it is good, I highly recommend this, but we'll find out about that later when we're installing Windows. Okay, so we now have the SSD installed, and just so that you guys can have a quick look at what it looks like inside of here, that's what it looks like. Not bad. Looks way better than the SanDisk one where it has all this weird information. Okay, so let's head upstairs so that we can get Windows installed onto this beast. Yeah, we'll ignore the fact that I forgot to tell you guys about putting the SATA cables in and the SATA power. Okay, now that was a lot of work because moving these cables around, especially with these thick coverings they have, is pretty hard, and especially in this case because, as you guys can see, there's no space to shove these cables for cable management. And if I was to try and loop it around the chassis on the outside, well, the back panel doesn't really support that on the outside. It's just got an indentation in the middle of the panel, so that's pretty hard to do. I'm going to tidy up some of this cable stuff, take the PC upstairs, and then we'll move on to getting Windows installed. And we're back, and finally we are upstairs ready to get Windows installed. So as you guys can see, this is actually my PC that we have on at the moment, because I'm going to give you guys a quick guide on how to get the Windows 10 Media Creation tool. So head over to Google, type in Windows 10 Media Creation tool, and then go to the official Windows website, which is this top one, and then make sure so this is just an update if you've already got Windows, and then click here where it says download tool. So once you've clicked download tool, it'll ask for permission, which you just click yes to, and then it'll say getting a few things ready. You just go through all the steps, and then make sure you have at least minimum requirement is an 8GB USB. So for example, this is my 8GB USB for Windows, it's a SanDisk. Make sure it's plugged into your PC, select that, and then everything will just go automatically with the downloads and stuff. just accept all this stuff. I'll link a video that I've made on Games Edition on how to actually do this, so go watch that and you'll find the full way on how to do this, the full method. Okay, and we're back, and now this is this computer's official first ever boot with all this new hardware. Well, it's not new, it's used, but this is its official boot. Okay, we got a weird fuzzy screen, never mind. But this thing doesn't look all that bad until you see this thing. Why we got a dead fan? Okay, I guess I'll have to fix this later on, but everything else looks to be working perfectly fine. By the way, these fans don't have RGB, they're just for outtake. But the intake fans, that outtake fan is fine. These are fine, just this one's decided to turn off. Is the fan spinning? Nope. Maybe it'll start spinning once we get Windows downloaded, but not bad. Gotta say, it looks pretty good. And here we are. Windows, let's do this. Let's go through all the steps. So United Kingdom, yep. Install now. Give it a bit of time to load. We do not have a product key. Windows 10 Home. Oh, if you guys are wondering where the GPU is, it's currently in my PC, because that's the GPU. I'm going to be giving my GPU away for when we sell this, when we flip it. Just click next there. We're doing a custom install, and we are doing it on yes. We are doing it on this. Next. And copying Windows, let's go. Okay, and we shall be back once this thing's got Windows and everything installed. And finally, Windows is finally installed, so let's go through all this processing stuff. So Cortana, yes, we don't want her. How do we get rid of this? Use your voice along the way to select the microphone. Yeah, we don't want Cortana. And finally, now that we got rid of Cortana, let's just select all our details. Yep. Skip. We don't want a second keyboard. Doing some important setting up to do. Now we have something important setting up to do. Also, what do you guys think of Windows 11? It's actually, I saw the release, the press conference. Well, no, not the press conference. I saw the keynote. Looks pretty sick to me. Looks like a better version of Windows Vista with all those tabs that come out. Okay, so we don't want this stuff, so I'll be back once this is all done. Okay, and after much trial and error, we finally got this thing to set up, and we're just waiting for Windows to do its little waking up thing, and we should be inside of Windows. And after this, we need to do a few updates, and then that's it for part 4, guys. So that's a wrap. Just before you guys leave, let's just show off the motherboard. So this is the MSI Gaming Pro Carbon Intel version. This is the Intel variant, so this only supports 6th and 7th gen Intel CPUs. However, to do something on a budget to flip, it's not that bad. It's got some LEDs here, it's got some nice RGB which is configurable through the MSI software. It's actually got RGB over here too on the Gaming Pro Carbon branding. However, this 120mm fan is blocking that, but we can remove that fan if the buyer doesn't want it, because we've got 3 outtakes at the top. Okay, Windows is nearly done, and Windows installation is complete. Look at this. Okay, so let's head over to settings. Wow, a lot faster with the SSD on here. Let's head to settings. Go to updates, check for updates. Now I'm not sure if it makes a difference, guys, but I did install another version of the Windows Media Creation tool onto this USB, like a later version, but we're gonna have to do these updates anyways. So that's it for this episode, guys. So don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you like what we do around here, and I'll see you guys in the grand finale of this whole series, and yeah, we'll see you then.